You think about sandwiches and sometimes you think, what could be new? Hasn't it been done already? And then you check out this place and it's been turning up on every top 10 sandwich list in a city famous for sandwiches. And you realize there's something completely new going on here. Welcome to City Sandwich. When great flavors come together in fresh ways, they can make even the most familiar foods taste totally new. At Spice Tech Flavors and Seasonings, finding those flavors and understanding what makes them tick is the passion that drives everything we do. I'm Chef Sean Craig, and you're watching SFS TV. I'm here in Hell's Kitchen, New York City, checking out City Sandwich. This place has been on all top 10 lists in the city, and the flavors here are amazing. Come on, let's check it out.
I'm Chef Guerreri, co-owner of City Sandwich. I was born in Naples, grew up in New York, went to Lisbon, and now I'm back in New York with a wonderful Mediterranean sandwich concept. I've eliminated all of the condiments like mayonnaise and all these things that people put on sandwiches and substituted it with yogurt sauces and a splash of olive oil. At City Sandwich you can find some fantastic ingredients. We've got sandwiches made of octopus, we've got sandwiches made of sardine. We pickle everything ourselves, there's nothing coming out of a can. I believe in simplicity, especially when it comes to flavors. I think the most important thing about stacking these sandwiches is not overpowering the ingredients. It's very important that when we paint a painting, we don't put too much red or too much black. We want to really have a nice balance of the ingredients. We layer them just right, and we put just enough in there. These are not your typical sandwiches where you can't fit them in your mouth. This is more about having just enough of the ingredients in there, bringing back these flavors in moderation. The flavors that our customers are looking for is something that they can't find in a deli, something that they can't find at their typical sandwich shop. I took pretty much all of my upbringing from Naples, Italy, a touch of Lisbon and a little bit of New York, and put it between the bread to bring New York City one of the best tasting sandwiches out on the market today.
So Chef, what's the deal with this menu board?
Well, it's separated in colors. These are the colors of the Portuguese flag, believe it or not. The red section is with meat, the yellow section is with egg, and the green section is with no meat. I think it's easy when a person comes in here and they put their mind directly towards what they're in the mood for eating. Whether it's meat, whether it's fish, whether it's vegetable, what you're in the mood for, we have it. And then without going through a menu of 1,000 items, and you can separate it.
Awesome, awesome.
Well, we got to try some of these sandwiches.
Yes, we do. Let's go. The bread, it looks like it stays the same throughout all the sandwiches.
Well, it's all handmade. I worked with a Portuguese baker in New Jersey. We did an infusion of an Italian peasant bread with a Portuguese bread called pão d'água.
Tell me a little bit about the ante.
The ante, that's one of my favorite sandwiches. It's made with Portuguese sardines. They come flash frozen off the boats in Portugal. We pickle them ourselves, we scale them ourselves, we take all the bones out, we pan-sear them, and they're all pickled. I don't serve these things at least until 4 days after pickling. That's a little secret to that little recipe there. We caramelize the onions and make a white vinegar marinade, and then they're pickled with that. The nice thing about it is, I mean, the tomato and then the onions, they soften up. They really blend in with the sardine, and then we top it with a little bit of fresh cilantro and olive oil. Now that one's going to be a little bit more powerful in seafood flavor. Of course, sardine is what we give children in Italy when they're sick because it builds up their immune system immediately. But this is a really nice sandwich. Again, the pickling is what really does it here. This is probably one of the most pickled sandwiches on our menu, and there's nothing like Portuguese sardines. Now, the cilantro also gives a little bit of that perfume, and you'll feel the cilantro probably afterwards. And you'll see how the rest of the flavors inside just join together.
Now here we have the chef sandwich.
Yeah, I named that guy after myself. I took the codfish and made a sandwich out of it. The Portuguese love their codfish with black olive, so I've infused a little touch of Italy, a little touch of Portugal, and that's where we get the chef. The bacalhau is served in its soaked raw form, the way we used to do centuries ago. And it's seasoned with black olive pesto, a little bit of caramelized onion, lettuce, and capers, which gives it that little kick. And you're going to love the way the capers just blend into the saltiness of the codfish. And the black olive pesto is pretty much what pulls this all together. In Portugal, everyone eats black olives with bacalhau. So this was my way of introducing the two together. I mean, normally we would never eat a sandwich with codfish in Italy or Naples or Lisbon. But the idea was, as we do the scarpettas in Italy, which is the way we clean our dishes after we finish a meal, we take a piece of bread and we clean it. It gave me the inspiration about putting this stuff from beginning to end. Why wait till the end of the meal when you can start from the beginning, especially like a sandwich?
Right. And we have here the Todd. The Todd is a Portuguese smoked pancetta.
Yeah, that's magic. I mean,
I'll tell you.
It's a little bit fattier than the regular bacon that we're used to eating here. I know everybody likes it crispy, but we keep this more of a pancetta consistency, and it's smoky. So in this case here, I've taken what normally people would put mayo on and put this wonderful infusion of a yogurt, mustardy, honey sauce to kind of cut into that saltiness of it. It's wonderful.
That's a pretty complicated mixture you have in that sandwich.
Yeah, it is, but I'll tell you, it's pretty original. And the flavors just all fall together. Take a bite into the Todd. Let me know what you think.
I'm salivating. I can't wait.
Now, you're going to notice the combination of the sweetness of the honey mustard yogurt sauce and the saltiness of the smoked Portuguese pancetta. That's what's going to give that explosion. Layers are very important in ingredients. It's important to put things together, ingredients that are going to complement one another. The salt with the sweet, or the spicy with the not spicy. And I think when all of that is done in perfect harmony and moderation, you end up with some gorgeous sandwiches.
They call that a wonderful marriage, right,
Yeah,
Chef?
nothing like a wonderful marriage that lasts.
Chef, I really want to thank you for allowing me to explore the countries that you have explored and bring in that flavor to City Sandwich.
And you didn't even need a plane ticket.
I didn't even need a plane ticket. So the Lisbon and Naples, I feel like I've been there with the flavors that you provided. That's packed in these sandwiches that I had today.
That's what City Sandwich is all about.
No wonder you're so popular.
Thank you.
Flavor can take you anywhere you want to go, and that's what we'd like to do at SFS. Take you on a journey. Until next time, I'm Chef Sean Craig with SFS TV. Keep it tasty and keep in touch.